Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On second down, Stanford. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 carries, 59 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Able to find Pryor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanford, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 11, incomplete. It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. On 2nd down now, Stanford. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pushes him over. Oh, another great move. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
The second down pass complete to number 86. It's a gain of 6.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. And they'll run again. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And New York set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On on third down. He'll drop to throw. Pryor has it complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Stanford. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 2. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 39-yard
They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for his windup. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Able to find Pryor. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now back to throw. Floating one, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Mike Gillislee, a couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Jaguars getting the home cooking as they pull their record back to 1-1. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Giants, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Back to throw here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a 2nd time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 39 yards there, a big one.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Number 81, 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Pryor has it complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to her? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's the gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on 1st down. Stanford. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Just keeping the play alive. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 6.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another thing that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been great. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Caught by number 11. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And out now come the Eagles.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Eagles, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.